Do unexplained biblical events challenge or deepen your faith? The Bible, while a source of profound clarity and truth, also contains passages that are shrouded in mystery, events that defy easy explanation and leave us pondering the boundless nature of God's power and ways. These enigmatic occurrences are not meant to undermine faith, but rather to stretch our understanding, inviting us into a deeper awe of the divine. They remind us that God's actions are not limited by human comprehension. Let's journey through 10 of the most mysterious events recorded in Scripture. Chapter number 10. The Disappearance of Enoch, Genesis 5:24, succinctly states, Enoch walked faithfully with God. Then he was no more, because God took him away. This brief account of a man who did not experience death in the conventional sense has captivated imaginations for millennia. What did it mean for God to take him? Was he transported to a heavenly realm? The specifics are entirely absent, leaving a profound mystery about his unique end. Enoch's story, further mentioned in Hebrews 11:5 for his faith, underscores a life so pleasing to God that it transcended the ordinary course of human existence, hinting at God's power over death itself in ways we may not fully grasp. Number 9. Melchizedek, king of Salem. This enigmatic figure appears briefly in Genesis 14:18-20, blessing Abraham after a battle. He is described as king of Salem and priest of God Most High, receiving tithes from Abraham. Hebrews 7 expands on his significance, noting he was without father or mother, without genealogy, without beginning of days or end of life, resembling the Son of God. He remains a priest forever. The mystery surrounds his origins, his priesthood outside the Aaronic line, and his typological connection to Christ. Was he a pre-incarnate appearance of Christ, a Christophany, a celestial being, or a uniquely righteous human king? His unexplained background makes him a profound symbol of an eternal superior priesthood. Hammer number 8. The Nephilim, Genesis 6:1-4, presents a puzzling passage. When human beings began to increase in number on the earth and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. The identity of the sons of God and the nature of the Nephilim are enduring mysteries. Were the sons of God fallen angels, godly Sethites intermarrying with ungodly Cainites, or something else? The passage hints at a transgression that contributed to the corruption leading to the flood, leaving us to ponder the precise nature of this ancient enigma. 7. Balaam's talking donkey. The account in Numbers 22:21-39, where a donkey speaks to its owner, the prophet Balaam, is undeniably one of the Bible's most peculiar and mysterious events. As Balaam heads to curse Israel against God's will, an angel blocks the path, visible only to the donkey. After Balaam strikes the animal 3 times, the Lord opened the donkey's mouth, and it said to Balaam, "What have I done to you to make you beat me these 3 times?" While a clear miracle, the mechanics of an animal speaking comprehensible language, and God choosing this method to rebuke a wayward prophet remain astonishing and mysterious, highlighting God's ability to use any means necessary to convey his message. Number 6. The sun standing still for Joshua. During a crucial battle, Joshua 10:12-14 records an extraordinary event. Joshua said to the Lord in the presence of Israel, "Sun, stand still over Gibeon, and you, moon, over the valley of Ajalon." So the sun stood still, and the moon stopped, till the nation avenged itself on its enemies. The sun stopped in the middle of the sky and delayed going down about a full day. The true mystery lies in how this occurred. Was it a local atmospheric phenomenon, a slowing of Earth's rotation, which would have global catastrophic effects if not divinely managed? or poetic language. The text affirms its historicity, leaving us in awe of a divine intervention that demonstrably altered celestial mechanics for God's purposes, the precise method remaining unexplained. 5. The Witch of Endor and Samuel's Spirit. In 1 Samuel 28, 3-25, a desperate King Saul, abandoned by God, consults a medium, the Witch of Endor, to summon the deceased prophet Samuel. To the medium's own shock, a figure identified as Samuel appears and delivers a prophecy of doom for Saul. The mystery here is multi-layered. Did Samuel's spirit truly appear? Was it a demonic impersonation? Did God himself intervene and allow Samuel to speak? The Bible condemns necromancy, making this event particularly puzzling. It raises profound questions about the afterlife and the limits of occult practices, suggesting a unique, divinely permitted, and terrifying encounter. Number 4. Elijah, taken to heaven in a whirlwind. The departure of the prophet Elijah, described in 2 Kings 2:11-12, is another profound mystery. As they were walking along and talking together, suddenly a chariot of fire and horses of fire appeared and separated the two of them, and Elijah went up to heaven in a whirlwind. Like Enoch, Elijah did not experience a typical death. The appearance of a fiery chariot and horses and his bodily ascent are stunning. The nature of this heavenly transport and the experience itself are beyond our comprehension, underscoring God's sovereign power to translate his chosen servants from the earthly to the heavenly realm in extraordinary ways, leaving Elisha and future readers in awe. 3. The Urim and Thummim, mentioned several times in the Old Testament. For example, Exodus 28:30, Numbers 27:21, 1 Samuel 14:41-42. The Urim and Thummim were items placed in the breastplate of the high priest and used to discern God's will. The exact nature of these objects and how they functioned remains a significant mystery. Were they lots, sacred stones that gave yes, no answers, or something more complex? The Bible doesn't describe them physically or explain their precise mechanism. Their use faded after the time of David, adding to their enigmatic nature as a specific, now opaque, method of divine guidance in ancient Israel. Number 2. The Transfiguration of Jesus, recorded in Matthew 17:1-8, Mark 9:2-8, and Luke 9:28-36. The Transfiguration is a pivotal and mysterious event. Jesus takes Peter, James, and John to a mountaintop where he was transfigured before them. His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as white as the light. Moses and Elijah then appeared, talking with Jesus, and a voice from a cloud affirmed Jesus as God's Son. The mystery encompasses the nature of Jesus' revealed glory, a glimpse of his pre-incarnate or resurrected state, and the specific reason for Moses, representing the law, and Elijah, representing the prophets, appearing. It was a profound validation of Jesus' divinity, yet its full experiential reality remains wonderfully mysterious. Number 1. The fate of the Ark of the Covenant. After its placement in Solomon's temple, 1 Kings 8, the Ark of the Covenant, containing the tablets of the Ten Commandments and symbolizing God's presence, eventually disappears from the biblical historical narrative, certainly by the time of the Babylonian exile and the temple's destruction, 586 BC. Theories abound. Was it hidden by priests before the invasion? Taken by Jeremiah to Mount Nebo, as per non-canonical 2 Maccabees? Destroyed? Carried off to Babylon or Ethiopia? Its precise fate and current whereabouts remain one of the most enduring and debated biblical and historical mysteries, a potent symbol of God's glory whose final chapter is unwritten. If these mysteries stir your faith, type wonder and subscribe for more biblical explorations.